Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, 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 You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, oh, oh.
Good evening and welcome to another night of high school football right here on RC Audio Sports. Glenn Revel, I'm Bobby Mendez. Tonight it is the Boerne Greyhounds and the Harlandale Indians, but first it's the Martinez & Associates pregame show coming to you live from the south side of San Antonio. It is Harlandale Memorial Stadium, the site of tonight's game, where these two teams will match up. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have some pregame thoughts and break down this ball game. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
And here we are. It's the Martinez & Associates pregame show with none other than Glenn Revel. Glenn, welcome back to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. It's the Boerne Greyhounds and the Harlandale Indians.
Absolutely. Thank you, Bobby. Happy to be back. Always a beautiful place to be. Hey, and it's a little bit cooler this evening. It's a high 80s, low 90s, so it can't get better than that. But, yes, Boerne has come down. They've made the trip. They are a top 10 ranked team in the state of Texas. Harlandale has been through the ringer the past 3 weeks. They played Tivy. They played Alamo Heights. Now they play Boerne. Me and you did the Tivy game together. We saw a lot of positives from that game. The biggest thing that we loved is that we did not see any quit from this Harlandale Indian football team. That has continued to be the case for the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, the Harlandale Indians they're known for the pride. They consider themselves and call themselves the pride of the South Side. So there's no secret here that this district that the Harlandale Indians are in is probably one of the toughest districts in South Texas, with teams like the Boerne Greyhounds, Alamo Heights, Kerrville, Tivy, Vets Memorial. The list goes on, but those are some tough teams. And so the Harlandale Indians, they're just going to have to come in, show up, and put the pride on the table and get things going.
Yeah, absolutely, Coach. And I got to talk to Coach Sawyer from Boerne a little bit before the game, and he just said, hey, we're hearing a lot of noise from the outside about how good we are. We don't believe any of it, right? Boerne's going to show up. We're going to pay attention to what we can do. Hopefully they're going to run the ball effectively. They want to throw the ball as much as possible when the defense gives them some shots that they want to take downfield, right? And then obviously he actually shouted out their offensive line, their center, the one senior that they have. He said he's been doing a great job kind of bringing those younger offensive linemen around. So if I'm a Harlandale Indian defensive player, that young offensive line is a place that I'm looking to maybe expose a little bit and get those boys on their heels.
Yeah, it's going to be a big matchup here tonight. It's only the second week in district play, but with a competitive district just like this, Glenn, every game an important one for both teams.
Yeah, absolutely, right? Like we said, with that competition so tight at the top, and then 4 teams going to the UIL playoffs, everybody is trying to sneak in to that 3 and that 4 spot. And so we are here first week of October, and it is about time for these games to start counting.
Yeah, indeed. So we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have some more Martinez and Associates pregame show. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
We welcome you back here to Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where it is the site of tonight's matchup between the Boerne Greyhounds and the Harlandale Indians. And we just talked a little bit about the Boerne Greyhounds and had a little bit of chat about the Harlandale Indians, but let's visit about the Harlandale Indians just a little bit more. They are coming off a loss against the Alamo Heights Mules, and then the week before that they lost to Kerrville-Tyvian. That's a game that we had on RC Audio Sports, a game that Harlandale felt like they could have won.
Yeah, absolutely. They were in it. They were competing. Man, it came down to a couple drives, a turnover here and there, but man, it was such a competitive. It was inspiring, honestly, to be a part of, just to watch. It was cool. But to your point, you know what we saw a lot of, and you mentioned this, was some maturity from the senior quarterback Sesto, right? He started to be a little bit more patient. He started to use his legs to open up the passing game. Instead of looking to run, he was trying to give himself time to throw the ball down the field. We didn't see a lot of great help from his wide receivers in the first half against the Tivy team.
We talked about it during the broadcast, as well as how Sesto is kind of taking that next step in that ball game. And I was impressed by his accuracy getting the ball to his receivers. And at that point, yes, the receivers, there's no question about it. You can look at the tape. They dropped some balls they should have caught, and it could have been a totally different ball game had they made those big plays.
Yeah, and they picked it up a little bit for him in the second half, and I think that's what Coach Lozano is definitely going to want to see, right? We need to complete these passes, get north and south, up and down the field as much as we can, get yards where we can, when we can, and do as much as possible to keep this Boerne offense off of the field.
Well, we're halfway through the Martinez and Associates pregame show. We're going to take another break, and we'll be right back.
¿Has estado en un choque? Es ilegal que un abogado se ponga en contacto contigo primero. Si el tubo lo hiciera, podría arruinar su caso. No confíes en abogados que rompen la ley. Martínez y Asociados, elegido como el mejor bufete de abogados de San Antonio durante 3 años, después de haber estado en un choque. Ve con alguien en que puedas confiar. Llama a Martínez y Asociados. Con nosotros es personal.
Llame al 210-337-1111.
I've been working for Harlandale for 23 years. I'm the first person they see, and I like to work with kids. Here at Harlandale, we're a team. And when it comes to delivering the kids safely to school, we all work together and we accomplish the mission.
Join Harlandale ISD as a bus driver and become a vital part of our education community. Enjoy a fulfilling career with competitive pay starting at $19 an hour. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez and Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez and Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, 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 You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, 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 oh.
And we welcome you back here to Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where we're just a few moments away from the start of this ball game. It is, and Glenn gave you his expert weather report just a moment ago, but it is cooling down. It's probably the better time of the year for Friday Night Lights, when it gets a little less hot.
I agree, absolutely, Bobby. It is October, which means it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. You see the Harlandale Indians, they got a little bit of pink on them today. They got the pink spat, they got the pink wrist tape. The cheerleaders got a little bit of pink on as well. So they came out of the Indian. The Boerne Greyhounds are on their sideline. They came out with a very cool "Come and Take It" Texas flag, which we appreciate being in Texas. So we are about ready to get this thing going.
We are, and they are getting ready for the national anthem here. And Glenn, you are an expert at football. That's why you hold that seat. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what you think the Harlandale Indians need to do to win this ball game tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about it a little bit earlier in the show, right? But I want to see completed passes early and often. I don't care how long they are. I would just love to see completed passes. Wide receivers helping out this quarterback, right? I would love to get the tight end, the H-back involved, big number 3, big number 4. And then Harlandale has to utilize its running game efficiently with those smaller running backs, right? Those kind of quicker, speedier guys. But then also they bring in big number 22, I believe, who's a little bit of size for them. Yes, they bring in Julian Aguillon, who's a little bit lengthier, a little bit bigger guy to kind of soften up the middle of those defenses. So if I'm a Harlandale Indians fan, that's what I want to see. And then if I'm looking at the Boerne Greyhounds, Boerne just needs to come out and keep doing what they've been doing the entire season, right? Which is controlling the ball on offense, scoring a lot of points. They've been known to get up big in the first quarter, in the first half. Full disclosure, my high school teammate is the offensive coordinator of the Boerne Greyhounds, so big shout out to my man, Andy McLean. He was at UTSA last year, and now he is with Boerne, so I'm happy to have my boy here in town. I'm happy to watch him get to do his thing, and he's been doing a great job, and that's what they're going to want to do. So if you're Harlandale, right, offense needs to have long, sustained drives, keep that dangerous offense off the field as much as you can. And Harlandale defense has been doing a good job swarming multiple defenders to the tackle. Turnovers are going to be key, like they are every week, not having them and forcing them.
Yeah, Harlandale has, we talked a little bit about that with Coach Lozano before, talking about the strength of their defense, their secondary, and then they got a big number 9, Michael Henderson, who is certainly someone to keep an eye out for.
Yeah, he's got some length and some size on him. Good thing for the Indians, they are generally injury-free. There's not too many guys out there that aren't dressed out that normally are, so that's good when you're going into district.
All right, so right now it's time for the national anthem, and we'll just keep it right here and send the microphone down to the field where the Harlandale Indian Marching Band will take care of the national anthem.
Sanchez. And now, the playing of our national anthem.
And there it is. Harlandale fans ready to go, chanting, "Let's go Indians." And another big night of high school football here on RC Audio Sports. You also got options. We got RC Audio Sports 2 from the SAISD Sports Complex. Coach Robert Villafranca's got the call over there. It is the Edison Golden Bears and the Brackenridge Eagles. They're happening, so show some love over there as well. So we appreciate you guys, and of course we leave our chat room open. As long as you keep it clean and Bella doesn't have to kick you out of the chat room, you're good.
Hey, that's right. We need PG. You know what I mean?
That's right. And,
by God.
And of course, we always love to know where you're watching and or listening from. So please feel free to do so. And of course, like, subscribe, and share all those good things as well. So again, for our crew, it is Isabella Nicole Deyes. She is our tech director. We've got Miguel Castillo of Harlandale ISD and Harlandale High School, who's working with us as well for tonight's game. And of course, Sebastian Castro and Arissa Castro down in the field taking some live shots, or some still shots, if you will, of today's game. So as you can see now that the Indians have taken the field, as well as the Boerne Greyhounds, the Indians will have the football first, and the Boerne Greyhounds will be kicking off.
That's right, Bobby. We're going to get out there on offense and see what is about to happen. It looks like it is number 12 back there for the Harlandale Indians. That is Christian Weezar. He's been a very dependable slot back wide receiver. A little bit of a bounce kick here to the up back. That's number 22, Julian Aguillon, and he's got some room, Bobby. He's making a little run at it.
Well, right from the start, the Indians get a nice return back, and they will start with a football in very good field position, right around the 40 or the 42-yard line.
A nice return right there. Good field position. You always want to start off somewhere strong, and that is a great place to do it. Ball is on what we've been calling the -42 right here, Bobby. So here comes the Harlandale Indians. It is the usual suspects that are starting the game. We got Sesto at quarterback. This time, number 22, Julian Aguillon is the starting running back. And I will get to the wide receivers in the O-line after they run this play.
Sesto with 3 wide receivers to our near side and 1 to the top. 1 man in the backfield. He'll get the handoff, and I believe, is that Aguillon?
That is him, Bobby.
Aguillon took it, got it to the 45, so a 3-yard pickup to start the first play of the game.
Yes, sir. On this offensive line, Bobby, we have at tackles, we have Romero and Maldonado at the guards. We have Cruz and Ramirez, and the center is also Ramirez. The wide receivers, like we talked about, are Weezar. Herrera at the tight end position is Braylon Tovar and Gonzalez. And Braylon Tovar is pulling double duty today, outside wide receiver and tight end, Bobby.
Well, here comes Sesto, and he, well, looked like he was going to be brought down behind the line of scrimmage, but made a nice move and got right back to the original line of scrimmage. So no gain there for the Indians on that side.
Brings up about 3rd and 6 here. This defense for the Boerne Greyhounds. Rory Hodgkin, Blake Burkholder, Ryan Castro, Cash Gatlin are the D-line. The linebackers are Hudson Bruce, Cooper Thompson, Robert Estes, and then we got Bobby J. Wilkinson, Cole Traylor, C.J. Smith, and Jake Perez. And if that Traylor last name sounds familiar to you, there's a reason, Bobby.
I see. I know where you're going.
There is another Trailer in the San Antonio football scene that you might have heard of that works at old UTSA, and these are his children, Bobby.
Another familiar name we'll get to in just a moment. Out of the shotgun for Sesto. 3rd down here for the Indians. It's a low snap. Sesto handled it, thought about passing, but decided to run with it, and now it's going to be a 4th down as he got up to about the 43-yard line.
Good job by Sesto right there, making something out of nothing. He was a little bit hesitant. I would have loved to have seen him trust his legs right there, Bobby, and just take off. We talked about how he's been doing a good job of using his legs to create time and create space to throw the ball. And we saw him kind of hesitate, thinking he should run, maybe he should pass. And at that point, I would have loved to see him just go ahead and take off down the field. Returning this punt for the Boerne Greyhounds is Will Traylor, the senior wide receiver. Harlandale about to kick this thing out of here.
Jose Luis Flores boots it. Nice spiral kick. It'll take a bounce, and it'll bounce the Harlandale way and get down to the 10-yard line, where the Boerne Greyhounds offense will come out for the first time.
Yeah, great punt by Jose Luis Flores. On offense, you have Grant Sweeney at quarterback, Callan Combs at wide receiver, Zach Frazier, Eli Nicholas, and Will Traylor are the wide receivers. Tight end Ben Bays. Your O-line is Carlos Reyes, Johnny Waters, Aiden Reeble, Zayden Bela, and Parker Young. Zayden, one of 2 twin brothers on this team, Bobby.
Oh, boy.
Yes, sir. In the gun here.
Grant Sweeney out of the shotgun. 2 receivers to our near side, 1 at the top of the screen, 1 back in the backfield. Ball snap from the 10. Play action to start the game. Airing it out already. First play of the game. The pass is caught. Deep pass. What a catch.
That was number 14, Zach Frazier right there, Bobby. Running down the seam. Just went ahead and aired it out. Got that ball to the 40. So from the 10
60-yard play
to the 40. Most of that throw was in the air, too. That was a nice throw by Grant Sweeney.
So Sweeney gives the Boerne Greyhounds a 1st down on their first play of the game. High snap, handoff, straight up the middle to the 25, the 20. And he'll be brought down right at around the 15. That ball carried by the running back, Callan Combs.
Nice little run by Callan right there. A little zone read. Did a good job getting that handoff, getting that snap, and making an effective handoff. Been in the same formation the whole drive, Bobby. They've just been flipping it strong and weak side.
2 receivers to the top and 1 to our near side. Sweeney tosses it to his running back. This time it's number 14. And that will be Zach Frazier. And he got near the 10-yard line. We'll call it the 12.
Nice job by the Harlandale defense right there. Specifically those defensive backs, those safeties running downhill on that fly sweep. Took a great angle. That was, I believe, number 32, David Delgado. He's playing a little bit of safety tonight, and he did a great job of coming across the field, following his man, making that tackle.
Sweeney out of the shotgun. Has time. Looks the middle of the field. The pass is incomplete.
Broke that one up. Almost got themselves a pick, Bobby. That was a little wheel route with an out route, trying to put that Harlandale defender in a tough position. The slot wide receiver ran that out route, and then that running back came in the wheel route, so they were trying to drag everybody kind of away from that wheel route, put the Harlandale wide defensive back in a tough position, but ended up making the right choice, covering the guy that the ball got thrown to. So a little bit of trickeration here from this Greyhound offense. Trips at the bottom, Bobby.
First third down situation here for Boerne. And Sweeney just takes it up the middle, has a defender to beat, second defender, and he'll take it in as Sweeney gets into the end zone from 12 yards out.
Nice run by Grant Sweeney right there. Showed some athleticism, dropped back, didn't see anything open anywhere he wanted to go with the ball. Broke a couple tackles, made a little swim move with the football to get himself into the end zone. A nice run right there. And we are kicking an extra point for the Boerne Greyhounds.
The kick is up, and it is good. That would have been good from about 30 yards away.
That was number 17, Hayden Silva. He is a junior, Bobby. Excuse me. That was Diego Jimenez, and he plays a little DB when he's not kicking the football. 7:59 left on the clock in the first quarter.
Well, the Boerne Greyhounds started at their own 10-yard line, so they went on a 90-yard drive, and it didn't take them long to do it, Glenn. 5 plays, 90-yard drive. It was a 12-yard touchdown run by quarterback Grant Sweeney.
Yeah, nice run by Grant. Athletic. He's got some passing yards. He's got some rushing yards. Wouldn't consider him a running quarterback, but he is definitely athletic enough. They run the RPO. They run the zone read. He gets out there and does his thing a little bit. So we got Weezar back to return the kick again. The far return man is escaping me right now. I can't quite see his number. It looks like it might be Armando Munoz, though, number 80. He's returned kicks in the past for this Harlandale Indians. And we're about to find out because he's going to get the ball.
Right at the 2-yard line, he'll drop it, but he picks it up. Still decides to run with it, and he'll run into some traffic just as he crossed the 15-yard line.
My goodness. Sometimes, Bobby, you'll see when they drop that kickoff like that, it actually is to their advantage because it kind of pauses the coverage team. They're not sure what's going to happen with the football right there. So Harlandale going to get this ball on the 18-yard line. Their second drive.
Lots to do here for the Indians as they trail 7-0. Indians back out onto the field after getting some instructions from Coach Lozano. Coach Lozano's second year as the head coach for the Harlandale Indians. Sesto, Indians play action, pass, almost intercepted as it was batted down, and it went through the hands of the receiver, Braylon Tovar, and looks like trying to establish early that connection between Sesto and Tovar.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the senior DB, C.J. Smith. Almost got his hands on that one. But yes, Bobby, I talked about Braylon in the pregame, how he's a nice, lanky, long body. He's built for those slant routes, right? He can shield the defender. Nice job putting the ball on him. He just needs to come up with that one. Always dangerous when that football gets popped up in the air because then it's anybody's ball. So you always try to deflect that thing down if you can. Harlandale back out here, Bobby.
It's a 3-wide receiver set with 1 receiver to the top of the screen and 2 to the bottom. Play action again. This time the pass incomplete just behind his intended receiver. He was looking for Eli Herrera, another incomplete pass, so that brings up a 3rd down for the Indians.
Looked like the same play, just ran it the other way, and they're finding some space there, Bobby. Both those guys were open. That throw was a little bit behind the wide receiver, so they're dialing in a little bit here with Sesto getting these passes squared up. It looks like we're going 5 wide here, Bobby, on 3rd and 10.
They sure are, with trips to our near side and 2 receivers to the top of the screen there. As you can see, Sesto, 4 down linemen ready for the rush. Sesto, with a little bit of time, able to spin around and toss the ball in the air. The pass is incomplete. He was looking At this time, he was looking for Christian Weezar, but that pass also incomplete. So a 3 and out now for the Indians, and the punting unit coming back out on the field. The punter, Jose Luis Flores.
Couldn't quite reel it in there, Bobby. Hit him in the hands, going out of bounds. A nice job by number 12. Weezar finding space in that zone for the Harlandale Indians. So they're kicking again. Looks like number 2.
Yep, Will Trailer back to receive. Knee standing right on the edge for Harlandale at the 50-yard line. Jose Luis Flores, no pressure, gets rid of it with a nice kick. Another great bounce, and that will continue to roll, and it'll stop just inside the 35 to the 34 with 7:24 to go.
Yeah, 2 good punts right there by Jose Luis. That was a nice roll. It was a nice punt. Got lots of hang time. Lets that Harlandale coverage team get downhill and cover that thing. We got big number 53, the junior Michael Ibanez in the game, playing a little defensive tackle. Next to big number 9, Michael Henderson. They're trying to get those 2 big bodies going up front in the interior of that Harlandale D-line to disrupt this Boerne offense a little bit.
Sweeney at quarterback, and last trip for the offense was a very, very quick drive and into the end zone. They went 90 yards. They started the first drive at their 10. This time they're starting at their own 34. Sweeney fakes the handoff, looking for the pass, has a receiver. It's caught right near the first down marker. The pass completed to Matthew Levano.
Nice little out route right there, right at the sticks, Bobby. Bringing up 2nd and short. Boerne kind of working this no-huddle offense here. Getting their calls in from the sideline. Not necessarily a fast-moving offense, Bobby. They're just a no-huddle offense. They just don't feel like they need to get together to get that play call.
So here we go for the 2nd down and about a yard. Sending a man in motion. The handoff to the man in motion, but he gets hit and brought back, but not before he was able to get that first down.
Yeah, that was David Delgado. He's doing a great job on these fly sweeps, Bobby. The junior safety, he had that nice tackle on the fly sweep going towards the visiting bleachers on that first drive, and then this time he had it. Great job also by number 48, taking on that lead blocker to let Delgado get through there. Oh, we got a little false start.
So they did not get the first down.
They are short, Bobby. 3rd and 3 for now.
But their flags on the play. So, well, that's a first down.
Indeed it is.
So offsides against Harlandale gives the Boerne Greyhounds 5 yards. They needed 3, so they net 2 on top of that. So a new set of downs here from just past the 45 at the 46-yard line.
Lots of defensive backs on the field for Harlandale right now.
Play action, plenty of time, pass low. Did he catch it? They're gonna say he did not catch it.
Looks like that one bounced off the turf. He was trying to get that one to number 1, the senior wide receiver, Eli Nicholas. Just a little bit low there, Bobby. Might have one-hopped it to him on that post route down the seam there. Only 1 linebacker right now for this Harlandale defense, and that is number 10, Noel Alvarado, the sophomore out there, Bobby. And there are a lot of DBs because there are a lot of wide receivers on the field.
There's 4 of them on the field, 3 to the top, 1 to our near side. Sweeney had some pressure, rolled out, sips it to his receiver. The pass is caught for a first down. Move the chains once again for the Boerne Greyhounds.
That time he did get it to Nicholas, Bobby. Number 1, the senior wide receiver out there. Number 9.
So it looks like there is an injury on the field. We'll take a timeout. You are watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual.
So another completion for Boerne as they got to the 31-yard line.
Bringing up about 2nd and 4 right here, Bobby. Been in the same formation pretty much the whole game. Got the twin wide receivers to one side, the tight end, and the other wide receiver opposite. A lot of consistency.
Out of the shotgun, play action again. Sweeney lets it fly again. This time, connection to his receiver, Eli Nicholas. Made it look easy, Glenn.
Yeah, he dropped that one in there. That was a nice ball. Good pass right in the bucket. Eli using his height, using his range. He's got some length on him, some long legs. Striding down the field. A nice route right there by those two. And earlier, Bobby, Grant Sweeney had a nice little reverse spin out a la Tony Romo that we used to see back in the day. So 2 number 9s out there doing their thing.
And the extra point is good. Diego Jimenez.
We got a flag. Looks like it's offsides.
So they're going to decline that penalty, so that extra point will be good. We'll take a quick break. You're watching high school football right here on RC Audio Sports. We'll be right back.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
Glenn, the Boerne Greyhounds back into the end zone, and they made it look easy as a pass to the end zone for a touchdown. Extra point was good.
Man, an efficient drive right there, Bobby, for the Greyhounds. 6 plays, 66 yards, capped off by a 31-yard touchdown pass to the senior wide receiver, number 1, Eli Nicholas. That was a 31-yard pass. That drive took 5 minutes and 7 seconds, Bobby.
No, that was at 5:07.
Excuse me.
2 minutes. About a 2-minute drive there, Glenn.
I'm still learning how to read, actually.
It's all right.
That's like one of the downsides of being a football expert is you're not that good at reading. You can read defenses, just not letters.
There's the kick, and that one will go into the end zone, so that will be a touchback, and the Harlandale Indians will get the ball back. They are trailing 14-0 here in this first quarter. And coming into this game, Glenn, we knew that this was going to be a tough battle for the Indians, but boy, I don't know if I've seen a team look as comfortable just coming onto the football field as the Boerne Greyhounds.
Man, you can tell they have some confidence about them. Just like Coach talked about, right? He said, hey, we're worried about us. We're not hearing anything that anybody's saying outside of this field house. We are the standard that we are competing against every time. And if we play to the best of our ability, we think we're going to be all right.
Indians from their own 25. It's a low snap, and the RPO gets a handoff, and I believe that's Gio Silva into the ball game now, and he got right back to the original line of scrimmage.
Number 10 right there. That's the junior linebacker, Ronald Smith. Got himself a tackle right there on that Boerne
And
defense.
correction for, correct myself here, Glenn. That was Gabriel Salazar, the running back for the Harlandale Indians, who is now taking some snaps here.
All right, I like that. Thank you. We got a little 4, lots of DBs on the field tonight, Bobby. Same thing for this Boerne defense. Just number 10 hanging in there at linebacker. We got number 5 out here. He's what we call the overhang player. That's Hudson Bruce, the senior.
Sesto sends a man in motion. He'll keep it, come up the middle, but that Boerne defense, Glenn, just a little bit too much for the Harlandale Indian offense to handle. Maybe 2-yard gain on that one.
Man, I love that play design, though, from the Harlandale Indians. A little bit of misdirection there, Bobby. They had the fly sweep going to the right, and they pulled the play side guard to the backside, and Sesto kept it. So a little bit of trickeration, a little bit of misdirection. Starting to see some creativity here from Harlandale on offense. We'll see if they come back to that or if they run something off of it now that they're showing some misdirection.
Well, the last series, they had 3 plays and out, and all 3 of them were pass attempts. None of them completed. So let's see what the Indians do here with Sesto. They go back to the pass. Pressure's coming, and he got rid of it maybe a little bit quicker than he would like to, as the pass was intended for Gabriel Salazar. So incomplete pass there, and that's going to force the Indians to bring out the punting unit team once again.
Yeah, number 41 for Boerne right there. That was Logan Lewis, the senior D lineman, had a nice little move on the left tackle for Harlandale. Just a little chop and swat, got Sesto to throw that ball a little bit sooner than he wanted to. Brings back the punter, Bobby. It is our man, Jose Luis Flores. And number 2, Will Traylor, is still back to return. He hasn't got low snap. He handled it. He handled it. Will has not got to return a punt yet, and it doesn't look like he's going to return this one either.
Walked right off. He's like, I'm not going to run after that one.
He's all the way on the other side of the field. He's like, Coach, I got to play wide receiver now. You're good. It's like, it's as long as I'm away from it, it's a dead ball. So some people might call that a little bit of lack of effort, but I'm going to go ahead and call it situational awareness.
Situational awareness.
There's a little thing we call BFI. It's basic football intelligence, and that was some right there.
So the Boerne Greyhounds will now have the football, and they'll start from their own 34-yard line here and recap their last drive, as Glenn mentioned just a moment ago. They went 6 plays for 66 yards, and it was a 31-yard touchdown pass to Eli Nicholas. Sweeney, play action. Comfortable in the pocket. Sweeney gets rid of it. This time a little too far for his intended receiver.
Yeah, it looks like he overthrew his tight end there, Callan Combs, or his H-back there. Led him just a little bit too far. Had a little slide protection there, Bobby. Oh, that was his running back. Callan actually stepped up in the A-gap. No one for him to block, so he just released out into the open field, trying to get his hands on that ball.
Bringing up 2nd down and 10 here for Boerne with 2 receivers up top, 1 at the bottom. A play action again. They'll keep it in the air. Sweeney actually took a hit as he threw the football, but the pass is completed, and a 1st down for the Boerne Greyhounds, and the pass was caught by Eli Nicholas.
Yeah, he was wide open by himself, Bobby, on that bubble screen. Little quick drive here, getting put together. Going right back to him. And ball popped out at the very end there.
So another completed pass. Boerne Greyhounds moving in the right direction.
We got a flag here. Somebody might not have been set. They were hustling on that one. That's the fastest we've seen their offense move so far, Bobby.
So that is going to go against Boerne as they are walking backwards.
Oh, holding call. Okay.
So that's a 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul.
That's going to be advantageous for this Harlandale defense, Bobby. Bringing up 1st and 20. Making Boerne cover a little more ground here.
So ball spotted at the Boerne 44, so they went the opposite direction.
Not a lot of personnel differences for Boerne. They pretty much just roll 11 guys out there and leave them.
2 receivers to our near side. Sweeney, play action again. Firing down the field. Receivers wide open this time, into the end zone. And it's just pitch and catch with the Boerne Greyhounds.
That was Jacob Hicks, the sophomore. He found himself, Bobby, getting covered by a linebacker and was able to just accelerate down the field. Use his superior athleticism. Anytime you find a linebacker on a true wide receiver, that is going to be a mismatch in the favor of the wide receiver right there.
56 yards on that play.
Airing it out for him. Brings back number 17, Diego Jimenez, kicking another extra point here.
So there's a snap, the hold, the kick, it's up, it's good. And each time the Boerne Greyhounds have touched the football, they've found pay dirt. So they are now leading 21-0 here in the first quarter with 2:23 to go. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
¿Has estado en un choque? Es ilegal que un abogado se ponga en contacto contigo primero. Si el tubo lo hiciera, podría arruinar su caso. No confíes en abogados que rompen la ley. Martínez y Asociados, elegido como el mejor bufete de abogados de San Antonio durante 3 años, después de haber estado en un choque. Ve con alguien en quien puedas confiar. Llama a Martínez y Asociados. Con nosotros es personal.
Llame al 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium, the Boerne Greyhounds once again in the end zone, 21-0 our score.
Yeah, Bobby, that was a 4-play, 64-yard drive, capped off by a 56-yard touchdown pass to number 4, Mr. Hicks. And that drive took 1 minute and 5 seconds. This kick is into the end zone. Harlandale going to get the ball at the 25-yard line, Bobby. I want to see Harlandale utilize this run game a little bit. Maybe some short passes. Try to get the clock moving. Try to keep the clock running as they get their offense going.
Well, one of the things that the Indians are struggling with, besides not being able to get rid of the football or throw the football, is their ground game, something that's worked in the past for them with that 1-2 punch with Gio Silva or Salazar or Aguillon. The Indians just not getting able to have anything coming off the ball.
Yeah, you're right. Those two smaller, kind of quicker backs are able to find some holes, move around in there. They've been all sealed up today.
4 wide receivers set, but the Indians will keep it on the ground, and Boerne Greyhounds not having none of it. No gain.
That was number 4 right there, Bobby. John Gonzalez has been playing tight end. He plays the H-back. This time they're handing him off the ball. So to our point about maybe wanting a little more size in there.
Coach did talk about being able to add in an H-back for this game. So some adjustments have been made, and there was John Gonzalez, as you mentioned, Glenn, getting in the ball game. So he is the back right now with 2 receivers split to each side with Sesto out of the shotgun. Second down here. Pass, caught, no, it's dropped in the hands and released. That pass was intended for number 12, Christian Weezer.
Just a little bit behind Christian, and he got both of his hands on there. Normally he reels those in. He did have to leave his feet and reach back behind him. Might have thrown off his center of gravity a little bit, Bobby. So 3rd and 9 for Harlandale right here. They've been getting a lot of opportunities with the football, just haven't capitalized on them yet.
So now they come out with a 5 wide receiver set with the ball to the top of the screen on the top hash with 2 receivers up top. Sesto, the blitz came, got rid of the football. The passes, was it caught? I don't know.
We're going to find out.
I mean, he made a move after it looked like he had a Christian Weezer, but it flew out of his hand. So they are going to give him credit for the reception. So he has the yards, but the ball did pop out.
That was a little double screen there, Bobby. Little double bubble, both sides. So gave Sesto some choices to throw the ball and went to his old reliable Weezer, which is always a good choice. Number 2 is back again, Will Traylor.
Jose Luis Flores to kick it, and let's see a Traylor.
Traylor's also the backup quarterback, Bobby. Nope, just going to do his thing, baby.
Yeah. The ball will land flat on the 30-yard line where they will take over.
Just kicking it away from him, which is not a bad idea.
You got to think about it. You run, there's always a possibility of risking injury.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you have an offense that is pretty much at this moment been able to do pretty much what they've wanted to do. So Boerne Greyhounds just say, hey, wherever it lands, we'll take it.
Absolutely. Just start their drive and start rolling.
So they'll be starting from their own 30.
We got big number 25 in it running back now, Bobby. That's Jeffrey Morrison. He is a senior.
Grant Sweeney fires, pass caught right along the 40, enough for a first down. Move the chains.
Back to Jacob Hicks, Bobby.
So Hicks with the reception.
Sophomore that had that long touchdown reception on the last drive. They're working the middle of the field. 4 wide this time, Bobby, so a little bit different formation here.
And again, they're coming and keeping with the pass and that nice little post route. Caught once again for Hicks.
Man, he did a great job, Bobby, of just finding that space. He settled in beautifully behind the linebacker, in front of the safety. Nice job by him in finding the zone. Now they're moving, Bobby, on offense.
Oh, they sure are, and it's just pitch and catch once again. And that pass caught there by the big tight end, number 27. That's Bo Dayock.
I saw the chain gang in the press box before the game, and I was like, you boys better get ready. You're probably going to
Yeah.
be moving. And they're hustling. They are hustling.
7-yard gain or 6-yard gain there for Boerne. Sweeney winds up, lets it fly. The pass is incomplete.
Led him a little bit too far that time. Looking for number 14, Zach Frazier. They are just throwing it deep. That is the end of the first quarter, Bobby. It is the Boerne Greyhounds 21, the Harlandale Indians 0. We will be right back.
Join the legacy today and become a teacher for Harlandale ISD. Here at Harlandale, we offer many benefits for you and your family, competitive pay, and a starting salary for teachers of $58,000. We offer teacher stipends for teaching bilingual classes, coaching, special education, and more. Here at Harlandale, we are inspiring our students to be the change. Join us today and make a difference tomorrow. Apply now at harlandale.net/apply.
Bring you back here to Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where that was the end of the first quarter. 21-0 Boerne Greyhounds coming out here, and really, Glenn, 85-90% pass for the Boerne Greyhounds, just working on their passing game.
They've been slinging it deep, too. They've been airing it out. That first touchdown that number 9, Grant Sweeney, threw was about 50 yards in the air, and the total completion was 60. We got second quarter starting right now, and now the Boerne Greyhounds are going the other way, but it is 3rd and 6 for these Boerne Greyhounds, according to the chain gang.
Sweeney passing again up the middle. Pass is caught, and a nice gain there for the Greyhounds on the reception. Number 14, Zach Frazier.
Zach is doing his thing out there. They got him running. Nice little rub route by the Boerne Greyhounds, Bobby, making some guys run some crossing routes, knocking some people off their routes, off their paths. They are staying in this 3 wide receiver set with the H-back to one side.
Out of the shotgun. There's a run from the H-back. He'll get some positive yards as well.
That was big, number 25, Jeff Morrison. And he was running with some purpose, Bobby. Shades of Cam Scattaboo.
Scattaboo, boy, that guy's a bruiser.
My gosh, he is indeed. You know, every 10 years, there's a Mike Allstott, a Peyton Hillis, a Cam Scattaboo.
It just looks like when he runs, he's running for a purpose. He is not trying to go down.
Absolutely.
Grant Sweeney out of the shotgun. One of the very few rare runs we saw just a moment ago. Play action, pass, and this one is caught. I believe that's Frazier again. Correct me if I'm wrong there, Glenn.
No, you are correct. That was him, and that was a nice.
No.
Oh.
Number 4, not 14. That's Jacob Hicks. My bad.
Going to Jacob again. Number 32 right there. David Delgado did a great job of rolling him up. David's been playing his tail off at that safety position for the Indians this evening. Boerne in the red zone. Not sure if they've been in the red zone yet today, Bobby.
I don't know, and this is their longest drive at 8 plays so far. High snap, handoff up the middle, a little change up into the end zone, and that is a touchdown again. That one is Jeff Morrison.
Nice little counter run right there. They pulled the guard. The H-back came and blocked as well. So Boerne getting into their run game a little bit. Threw it a lot in the first quarter. Here in the second quarter, starting to run the ball a little bit.
Jimenez to try for the extra point. Snap, the hold, the kick, And it's good. He's perfect on these extra point attempts. So our score now, 28-0 here from Harlandale Memorial Stadium. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
We got Presidio Concrete. They are our sponsor. They are back again. If you need residential, commercial, prime contracting, subcontracting, these guys can do it for you. They are some Southsiders. Dre is the guy to talk to. They can get you squared away. They also did the gorilla enclosure at the San Antonio Zoo. I don't know if it takes special concrete to enclose a gorilla, but if it does, Presidio Concrete can get you taken care of. So thank you, Presidio Concrete. We appreciate you guys being back, supporting the South Side from the South Side, still in the South Side. They can get you squared away with any and all of your concrete needs. All right, Bobby, I'm going to sum up this last drive here. The longest drive so far, 8 plays, and it was capped off by an 8-yard touchdown run by Jeff Morrison, number 25. So a little bit more deliberateness from the Boerne offense is what we're starting to see here. A little bit more run game, working in the short pass, and they are about to kick it off again, and we have Weezar is back, and the sophomore number 80, I believe that is Alvarado. Let me make sure I'm not fibbing. It is Munoz. It is Armando Munoz. Sky kick. No fair catch. He's going to return it. That is number 7, getting a little return going.
Santiago Rivas.
Coach talked about Santiago in the pregame interview, Bobby. Said that Santiago is a senior DB, providing some leadership. We got a flag on the field, maybe a little block in the back here.
Multiple flags.
We got 3. They're just picking them up and throwing them next to each other.
Yeah. Wait for the official call here.
Personal foul. Line side block. Number 33.
That's not going to help the Indians one bit.
Half the distance to the goal. First down.
Yeah, they've been doing a pretty good job this year, Bobby, of not having any of those. It's tough on special teams when you get the opportunity to really line somebody up and put a good block on them. But they've been doing a good job of kind of using that basketball technique, the box out, right? Like we're trying to get a rebound, turning their back. Got away from them a little bit on that one. So going to move the ball back, like you said, starting about the 12-yard line, it looks like here. So 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line, maybe the 13. Number 4 is in the backfield playing running back. So he is still back there. John Gonzalez, the senior H-back tight end.
Gonzalez accompanied by, or Sesto accompanied by Gonzalez, and Gonzalez will take it. No, Sesto kept it. Fooled me. Sesto got up to about the 14-yard line. He picked up a couple of yards.
Yeah, a little zone read right there. Good little run. Picking up 3 to 4, giving you 2nd and manageable. Want to keep stringing those together if you're that Harlandale offense.
2nd down and 8 here for Harlandale. They have not been able to put a decent drive together. We'll see what they do here.
Oh, got him with the hard count. Think we got a free play.
Free play. Sesto had plenty of time. Fires. Ball goes out of bounds, so that's incomplete.
Just a little bit far there. He was looking for number 80, Armando Munoz. Armando been returning kicks. Now he's running some routes deep down the field. Smart play by Sesto. He knew he had that free play, aired out.
And indeed, it was a free play, so the Indians will move up just a bit to the 19 or so.
No turnovers so far for either side here, Bobby. So turnover-wise, this has been a pretty clean game. Penalties have been happening for both sides, offensively, defensively. 2nd and short.
Gonzalez back with Sesto. Gonzalez this time will take it. Gets past the defender, has some room on the sideline. He'll pick up a 1st down as he crossed the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by John right there. Good little run. Big block by number 12, Eli Herrera, sealing off that play side defensive back, letting him spring him for a few more yards. So 1st down
The first down
of the game.
for the Indians.
Coming in with 8:57 left in the second quarter, but better late than never. They capitalize on that penalty, which is good. See if they can keep it moving here.
Trips to the top of the screen. Sesto with Gonzalez in the backfield. One receiver to our near side. Gonzalez gets the handoff. Gonzalez finds room, and he'll get up to the 44-yard line. Almost a first down. No, he'll get enough for a first down. It's an 11-yard pickup. 2 back-to-back first downs here for the Indians.
Now they're rolling a little bit, Bobby. And that was the complete opposite way. They went ahead and just ran it right up the middle. Hit him with a little perimeter run, right? The reach, the zone read on the first play. And then that time they just gave it to him right up the middle. And he did a good job finding some room in there from that Boerne Greyhound defense.
4 wide receivers set now for the Indians on first down. Gonzalez still in the backfield. Gonzalez, no. Sesto takes it himself. Has room along the sideline, spins, and gets knocked down as he got into Boerne territory.
Nice little run by Sesto right there, following his blockers. That was number 23, Austin Gerbs, the junior linebacker, DB, making his tackle there. So a couple substitutions for this Greyhound defense. Harlandale starting to put a drive together now.
8-yard pickup there for Sesto, and Sesto took a hit. Nice little spin.
He did.
Got him a couple of extra yards.
Been getting some good downfield blocking from his teammates, which is good.
2nd down and 2 now for the Indians, as they are now for the first time in Greyhound territory. Gonzalez, no. Play action, the pass just a little bit too much. Incomplete pass.
Looking for Weezar, a little bit over his head there. Second time he's been close to connecting with Weezar, and the throw's just been a little bit off base. Still trying to get dialed in for that passing game, like we talked about in the pregame, right? Sometimes Sesto is on and the receivers are not there for him. Sometimes the receivers are on and it's vice versa.
Right.
So they're still trying to get locked in here. Number 16 for Harlandale just checked in, Bobby. That is Gabriel Salazar. So sometimes he plays running back, sometimes he plays quarterback. Sometimes they do a little trickeration.
Sesto with a 3rd and 2. Handoff goes nowhere as Boerne not allowing anything there. Loss on that play.
Yeah, that was number 31, Cash Gatlin, in the conversation for name of the game so far. That was just kind of one of those slow developing zone reads. And with a really aggressive, fast-moving defense like this, it makes it hard, right? If you're not being decisive with the football, then you both kind of just get caught up back there, and those people are running downhill on you. So, Trailer is back. We'll see if he gets a chance. We're going to see. Jose's been having a good night kicking, though. Set some great punts.
Low snap. This time it's a low punt, and Trailer will let it
look at this
go.
Oh, get down there.
Santiago Rivas. They pin him back.
I think they
did.
got him. That was, oh, my gosh, that hustle, Bobby. They were just kind of letting that thing roll, and then they went ahead and turned on the afterburners to get down there. So a beautiful punt. Great coverage. Like Coach talked about, number 7, Rivas got down there. That ball is about at the half-yard line. So, nice job. We are going to talk about Southway Ford, Anthony Martinez, David Benavidez, Mac Hakes, Southway Ford. These gentlemen can get you squared away. We just learned last week, Bobby, that one of our other technical producers, Reese, got both of his vehicles from these gentlemen.
Yeah, that's what we heard. I learned that yesterday
hanging with
as well.
Coach Villafranca, you know. So, hey, let no one say that RC Audio Sports does not back the products that we advertise.
That's right.
Because, by God, we're driving these vehicles. But these gentlemen can get you squared away right off of I-35 on Instagram at Anthony_SWF. Find them on the socials.
From their own 1-yard line.
Look at this pressure.
Sweeney lets it fly. Just had to get rid of it. Harlandale bringing in the house.
Nice job by this Harlandale defense, heating them up a little bit. Now's the time, Bobby.
Right.
Got them backed up. Let's go ahead and see what's happening. Bring a little heat. Number 9 just went ahead and just threw it past everybody on the football field. You know?
Brings up a 2nd down, but yeah, that pressure was coming, and might as well. You got him pinned back with such a great punt by Jose Luis Flores.
Yeah, great punt, great coverage. He's been doing his thing out there.
Oh, Sweeney under center, yeah.
Tush pushing.
and he just needed a little bit of room, and he got it. He got to the 5-yard line for a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to do that just to give your offense a little bit of space to operate, especially if you're shotgun heavy. 3rd down and medium here, Bobby. Looks like it's maybe 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5. Here comes a little personnel substitution. Number 3 is back in the game for the Boerne Greyhounds. He caught a football earlier. That is the junior Matthew Lovano.
Grant Sweeney from his own end zone. Pass is completed. Breaking a couple of tackles. Great catch there by Matthew Lovano.
Yeah, they went straight to him. Nice job by the defense converging on him, not letting him get loose. He almost broke that shoestring tackle, but enough defense. Still in the Twins, Bobby. 2 up, 2 down.
15-yard gain. Now they go to the ground, up the middle, and what a run. Still on his feet for Callan Combs.
That was an impressive run by Callan. He kept those legs driving, shook off a couple tackles. Nice run right up the middle for this Boerne Greyhound offense. They're back on the ball. They're moving quick here, Bobby.
15-yard gain on that play, on that run. Then a quick pass to Eli Nicholas.
Hey, that was a little RPO there, Bobby. They pulled both guards. And then number 9 went ahead and just threw that thing out to his boy. This number 9 to number 1 connection has been strong, Bobby. These boys have a good little chemistry happening.
10-yard gain on that one. 15 on the play before. Sweeney has plenty of time and has a receiver. Nicholas will get the catch, and he will get down to the 7-yard line.
Airing it out right there. Aiden Marine, the junior, chasing him down for this Harlandale defense. We got a little substitution here from the D-line. That is number 33, Edgar Cruz. We haven't seen a lot of Edgar yet this year, so he's coming out to get a little bit of pass rush on, put his hand in the dirt. He is going to be rolling up against that big left tackle, number 70, Johnny Waters.
Handoff, right side, down to the 3. Callan Combs brought down at the 3-yard line.
Good gang tackling by the Harlandale Indians right there. Nice run by Combs. Just went with the old school, just a true zone is what they call that, Bobby, where you just take your zone steps and block whoever shows up in front of you. So a nice job right there. 2nd down and goal from the 3. 3:50 left in the 2nd quarter here.
Sweeney out of the shotgun. Gets it over.
Look at
Combs
that.
again.
Nice collapse by the Harlandale defense that time. They went ahead and chased that thing down from the backside, about 6 of them. Looks like big number 53, Michael Ibanez. We talked about him earlier at that defensive tackle position. Him and number 9, big number 9, Michael Henderson. They need those 2 guys in there at the defense, the interior, to cause some havoc and collapse some stuff. It makes it hard for that offense to run what they want when their center and their guards are getting mashed around.
3rd and 3, or 3rd and goal from the 3. Sweeney drops back, looking left, one-on-one coverage.
Oh.
Pass up in the air. Did he come down with it?
Wow.
He sure did. The pass is caught. So a touchdown for the Boerne Greyhounds.
That was a great catch by number 1 right there. Nicholas again just did a great job of getting himself facing the quarterback, reaching over the defender, snagging that thing out of the air, utilizing his length out there.
Glenn, this happened not too long ago, about 3 minutes ago and 23 seconds, where this drive started.
Yeah.
So that was a 99-yard drive. That extra point is good.
Wow, 99 yards. That is impressive.
Impressive indeed, as the Boerne Greyhounds will get another touchdown. 3:01 left to go here in this 2nd quarter.
Yvette Tellez is with us this year, Bobby. Soul Rose Medicare and Legacy. Yvette is a licensed insurance agent. If you need help with Medicare, she is the expert. She spends time in the documents. She knows the ins and outs. She can get you squared away. She would love to help you out. Her phone number is right there on the screen. Yvette.soulrose@gmail.com if you want to reach out to her via email. Yvette, this is her first year sponsoring RC Audio Sports, and we are happy to have her with us.
Well, business is booming for her.
Well, that's good, you know? We'll take it. We like that. All right, Bobby. 99-yard drive in 9 plays, 3 minutes and 22 seconds with a nice 3-yard touchdown pass, an acrobatic catch by number 1 himself, Mr.
Eli
Nicholas. That's Nicholas with a K, Nikolas.
This ball goes deep right at the 5, and it will be taken out to the 15, down to the 24.
That might be a little face mask.
Flags on the play. Glenn with the eagle eye. But there is a Harlandale Indian down, so we will take a short break. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
I've been working for Harlandale for 23 years. I'm the first person they see, and I like to work with kids. Here at Harlandale, we're a team. And when it comes to delivering the kids safely to school, we all work together and we accomplish the mission.
Join Harlandale ISD as a bus driver and become a vital part of our education community. Enjoy a fulfilling career with competitive pay starting at $19 an hour. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
Back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium, where the Indians trailing 35-0 here in this second quarter. 2:55 to go. Glenn Revel, I'm Bobby Mendez for your Friday night crew here from the south side of San Antonio. The Harlandale Indians with a football now.
Yeah, an advantageous penalty for the Indians here. They took advantage of the last couple penalties against the Boerne Greyhounds. Let's see if they can do it again here leading into halftime, Bobby. 2:55 on the clock.
From their own 38, the Indians, nope, they go to the air. The pass is completed. Uh-oh.
That might be a little they're looking for a little horse collar. I think. There it was.
Eli Adetta, the receiver.
Hey, that was a nice little play right there. That's kind of the Harlandale offense we're used to seeing. Those quick passes, getting onto the perimeter. Yep, it's coming in. Ooh, trying to fight off his block. Looks like that was number 7, Jake Perez.
So now first down now for Harlandale as they got up to the 49-yard line. Trips to the top of the screen. Sesto will give the ball out to Gonzalez. Gonzalez barely got across the 50-yard line, so they'll spot him at the midfield.
It looks like he tripped, Bobby.
He sure did.
Right as he might have tripped up feet with Sesto, or he was just getting going, and then that turf monster snuck up on him. And sometimes, Bobby, on those, you see the big logo there. There's like a lot more paint on that turf, so it is actually a little slipperier and a little slicker.
2 receivers split to each side here for Harlandale. Approaching the 2-minute warning. There it is.
This is a conversation Coach Villafranca and I were having.
Yeah.
If it's 2 minutes at the half and at the end of the game, or just one or the other.
7 Cents Media. If that name sounds familiar to you, that's because that belongs to Sebastian and Isaiah Castro. Sebastian Castro, of course, are camera guys, and these guys have a full videography production company that they can make documentaries for you. They can do weddings, podcasts, anything and everything that you need for your business, or just need anything. Want to contact 7 Cents Media. They do a tremendous job, and they are our crew.
They're doing some still photography as well.
Oh, yeah. They're the ones that put up our photos that we do on Facebook. Actually, that is Arissa, the daughter of Sebastian Castro. So a long line of photographers in the family.
Hey, I like it.
Thank you to them, and we're glad that we were able to bring them on our team. I believe this is the 4th or 5th year that they have been with us. So we are grateful to 7 Cents Media.
That is why this picture is extra crisp.
Yeah, indeed it is. So the Indians, after the 2-minute mark here, trying to make something happen. Sesto, incomplete pass.
Just a little bit behind him right there. Kind of what we've been seeing all evening, Bobby, is just this Harlandale offense, specifically the quarterback and the wide receiver trying to get on the same page. Sometimes it's in front, sometimes it's behind, a little bit high, a little bit low. They're trying to get this thing cued in here.
So the Indians trailing the Boerne Greyhounds, trying to make something happen. They did receive the ball to start the ball game, so they will be kicking off to Boerne. So they'll have the football again to start the second half.
Watch this wheel route at the bottom of the screen, Bobby.
Pass incomplete. Looking for Eli Herrera.
They had big number 3 Braylon Tovar running that wheel route, and then they ran Herrera inside. So nice little way to distract those defenders' eyes and try to get something looking on him. Looks like we're bringing out the punt team.
No one to return it.
Okay. Well, Jose Luis has been having a great game. So that last punt, he got down at the 1-yard line by number 7 for this Harlandale Indians. Santiago Rivas, I believe, is who it was. That is correct.
It's a nice another punt, and it'll take a Harlandale roll, and it'll stop rolling at the 12-yard line, where Boerne will take over with 1 minute, 42 seconds left to go in this second quarter. We encourage you to keep it here during our halftime break, but both bands for these teams will go onto the field, and we will play their entire set during the halftime break.
I don't know if you know this, Bobby, but at halftime, the football field turns into a band hall.
It turns into a stage.
It could be known as the band. What is the football team doing on the band field?
Yeah.
You know, who knows? Sometimes football players are in the band.
Yeah, I saw that last night.
Is that technically a 2-sport athlete? We're not sure.
You can consider band a sport. Look at this halfback pass. Ooh, almost intercepted, but there might have been a targeting there. I'm not sure.
They were doing a little trickeration, and it looked like number 9 realized, hey, I'm not about to catch this ball. So that was the quarterback, Grant Sweetie.
Yeah.
And he decided to play a little defense right there. Offensive pass interference, perhaps, is I think what that call is going to be.
That was a tough one there. It was a halfback pass back over to the quarterback.
Yeah, that's not something you see a lot. But when it's, sometimes you got to just try something out, see if it works.
Well, to Sweeney's defense, he's not a receiver.
It's true. And we were talking about basic football intelligence. That was the correct play to make.
Yeah.
Go ahead and take the offensive pass interference instead of giving up the interception. A lot of times you'll see defensive backs do that where they know their beat and they go ahead and just tackle the wide receiver so he can't catch presumably what is a touchdown. So we've seen a lot of good football intelligence so far. We might have a little timeout. I'm not sure what's happening.
I think there was a timeout. I think Coach wanted an opportunity to talk to the officials. But while we're on that timeout, let's talk about the superintendent of Harlandale ISD, Mr. Gerardo Soto, recently honored as Superintendent of the Year by Region 20.
Wow.
So congratulations to Gerardo Soto, the superintendent for Harlandale ISD. And as you see there on the picture, the 2 boards from South Texas Business Partnership and the Brooks Board honoring Mr. Soto earlier this week. And congratulations to Mr. Soto for his great work here at Harlandale ISD. Sweeney is scrambling and had a fire, but incomplete.
Hey, those are 2 great organizations, by the way, Bobby. Big shout out to Brooks. Big shout out to South Texas Business. We got some good people in there. We got our friends Connie Gonzalez, Rebecca Villagran. Of course, the one and the only Mr. Bobby Mendez sitting on that board as well. Superior Tax Services.
RC Audio Sports.
There's a mortgage business in there. You know, if you need anything done financially, you are even the official signer person.
Yes. Oh, what a play as the Boerne Greyhounds run down the sideline as the clock will stop temporarily.
Notary was the word I was trying to think
okay, I was
of.
trying to figure that out.
Sorry, you just have so many things. I can't keep track of them all. But yeah, that's cool. I like that. Big shout out to Brooks. Big shout out to the South Texas business, showing some love and some appreciation to the Harlandale superintendent. That's cool.
Well deserved for Mr. Soto. First down for Boerne. Sweeney still running around the field. The pass caught and quickly out of bounds as the catch was made by Nichols.
This is a great little catch by him, too. He just kind of getting some pressure on the quarterback, got a little hit on him, and then just a nice getting both feet down. Good little athletic catch by number 1 right there.
So there was a... Oh, he must have...
Incomplete. Wow.
I think he may have been out of bounds, or maybe didn't have control of the football.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I did. Maybe he was kind of bobbling it. It looks like he was reaching the ball out right, but that might have been him trying to secure that catch. Right about there. Yeah. Good call by the officiating crew right there.
Second down and 10 for Boerne at their own 29-yard line. Twins to each side. Play action. Plenty of time. Pass incomplete, but their flag's on the play. I believe there might be a holding call.
Yeah, it looked like that right tackle for the Boerne Greyhounds. Splash down on the pass pro is not something you see a lot right there, Bobby. Yep, that might have been hit. Sometimes when you get run by and you're playing offensive line, ideally you want to put your hand on the back hip and just run them past the quarterback. If your inside arm is across the chest, sometimes when you do that, you end up pulling them down, and the referee can see that little torque.
Yeah.
So that might have been what it was.
We know you've never gotten called for a holding call.
Bobby, please, good sir. I would never get caught. You know what I'm saying? That's the key to being a good offensive lineman.
So second down and 20 for Boerne after that holding call against the Greyhounds.
They found themselves in this position a few times, Bobby.
No matter where they are on the field, there's a shot whenever the Boerne Greyhounds have the football. And there you go again, as for some reason he could have just had 10 yards. He added another 10 with the yards after the catch.
That was an impressive run. That was number 14 that time. Did a great job cutting it back. Just kind of stayed on his feet. Zach Frazier. Nice job by Zach.
So another completion as the Greyhounds continue to move the football with just 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. Again, we encourage you. We got some action in our chat room. Chris Silva, thanks for joining us, as well as D-Max Bravo.
Okay.
So a timeout taken. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
Welcome back here to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. It's been a long first half here for the Harlandale Indians. Their defense has really worked really hard here, but this...
They've been running. They get their conditioning in. It is.
Play with everything you got. It's us against the world.
Second down. first down. Sweeney rolling right, has a receiver, an incomplete pass.
Got a little bit caught up there, Bobby.
Second down.
Little bit of contact downfield there, but no flags. 2nd and 10. We got 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Looks like we got trips to the bottom of the field here, Bobby, for the Boerne Greyhounds.
4 down linemen rushing for the Indians. Sweeney rolling out, being chased out of the pocket. Caught by Nicholas.
Man, this Sweeney to Nicholas connection is potent. They are on the same page,
The
for
clock
sure.
stopped for. Did he go out of bounds?
I am not sure.
He didn't get a first down. Oh yeah, he did go out of bounds.
Both Sweeney and Nicholas. Oh no, Nicholas is a senior, so Sweeney a junior.
Third and short here, 14 seconds before the break. Sweeney, quick pass to Nicholas, and he'll catch it and step out of bounds. The clock will stop once again.
Picking up chunks of yardage here. Right at 10 seconds. Officials having a little meeting right at midfield.
Number 52.
Gonna back him up a little bit here, Bobby. Got some holding against number 52 for the Boerne Greyhounds. That is Aiden Riebel, the senior center. So, 3rd down, 6 here.
10 seconds here in this third quarter. We'll fix that clock here in just a minute before the next time we come back. And that pass in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Matthew Lovano. Lovano also had a few big catches early on.
Absolutely, he did. 4th down and 5 here, Bobby. 4th down and 6. 5 seconds left. Looks like we might see the punt team. I think Grant Sweeney is also the punter, Bobby. So he is the quarterback, he is the punter.
Well, this will be the first time that Boerne punts this evening.
That is correct.
That's a good sign for you if you're the Boerne Greyhounds.
That's true. Number 65, Simon Mekki Lozano is the long snapper. Calls him in for a little bit more protection here. And delay a game.
Aiden Modine back to receive the punt. But yes, there is a penalty.
Back him up another 5. The whole punt team just walked way too far. Long snapper was like, hey guys, come back.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
So Sweeney ready to punt. Aiden Modine back at the 30 to receive.
Oh,
Nice high punt. Now he'll take a bounce. That'll do it for the end of the first half. It is the Boerne Greyhounds 35, the Harlandale Indians 0. We're going to take a short break. When we come back, it is the sights and sounds of the Boerne Greyhound Marching Band.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, 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 oh.
is halftime here. Our score 35-0. The Boerne Greyhounds on top of the Harlandale Indians. But now it is time for our halftime performance. It is the Boerne Greyhound Marching Band and Cheer and Dance. So we'll step aside and let you enjoy the halftime performance.
Sit back and relax. I'll start before the start perform to Cookie Wonderland. Here for these ladies. This evening, the VFS band and color guard on the set of UIL marching show entitled Power Surge. Band members of the week are Eleanor Singh, Nathan Bauer, Jason Pierzino, Chris Vargas, Angel Barrera. Our members of the week is William Smith. Second of the week is Tom Bell. Band leader of the week is Leviticus Florida. And now presenting the prize, King of the Hill, the mighty Greyhound Band. The band is under the direction of Mr. Danielle Person and Mr. Alex Miranda. Color guard directors are Miss Hannon, Oliver, and Miss Autumn Gomez. The Greyhound Band is conducted by head drum majors Leviticus Lorenzo and assistant drum majors Lila Gourmet, Leilani Kiwani, and Lana McDougall. Color guard captains are Elena Elise Frey, Libby Felix, Kendall Gerva, and Kate Lancaster. trained at the team starts to call our school board member, the coordinator, our strong and record athletes. And we bring our school superintendent, Dr. Christian Kyle, and family to the incredible Greyhound Band. Go Greyhound!
Okay, Golden fans, get ready for some major cuteness overload. Taking on the field tonight, we have a very special performance brought to you by our own Junior Clinic Dancers. They got the bows, the sparkle, and the sass. And they can't wait to show you what they got. These little stars have been waiting for this exact moment, so please.
That was the Boerne Greyhound Band. Now, coming up next, enjoy the sounds from the $1 Million Band from Indianaland.
Our dancer of the week is Anne-Marie Romero. You may take the field. Once again, Indian Nation, let's hear it for your Junior Clinic. How, tribe? Aren't you glad you're an Indian? Don't you wish everyone was? Now here they are, from Fredericksburg to Gettysburg, Austin to Boston, Alice to Dallas, from over the Red River to the Rio Grande and everywhere in between. We are proud to present to you the real pride of the South Side, the $1 Million Band from Indianaland. Tonight's halftime performance includes the Middle School Band Theater. Please give a round of applause to Bob Leal and Harlandale Middle School Band performing along the Harlandale first selection for this evening is an oldie but goodie. Here is Land of a Thousand Dances. We cannot wait to have these fine young musicians a part of the $1 Million Band one day. So here is our fight song and war chop played together. Thank you for your kind attention this evening. And let's give another round of applause to the future of the $1 Million Bands in Indian Land. Thank you to both Leal and Harlandale Middle School Band for accompanying the Harlandale High School Band. Please stay for after the game as the $1 Million Band will perform the UIL routine after the game. Lisa!
That was the Harlandale Marching Band accompanied by some of the middle school bands as well for the Harlandale Indians, as they have, or the Harlandale Indian Marching Band. They've coming off the field. We're here at halftime. We're still just a few moments away from the start of the second half. So we'll ask you to keep it right here to join us in just a few moments. We're going to take another quick break. When we come back, we'll get ready for the second half of play here from Harlandale Memorial Stadium.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Welcome you back here to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. Glenn Revel, I'm Bobby Mendez, Isabella Thayas to my left. Sebastian Castro, Miguel Castillo. Handling the cameras, Arissa Castro down in the field, capturing some uncaptured shots. You can follow her on Instagram and see all of the work that she does with high school football.
Bobby, we're back, baby.
We are back.
Second half, Boerne Greyhounds returning a kickoff. Looks like number 6 is back for the Greyhounds. That is Brock Hierholzer. And then number 4, we've seen him a lot tonight, Jacob Hicks.
Fair catch is made.
Oh, my goodness.
And he switched right to Jake Bettis. Thought he was going to pull one over the refs, call for a fair catch, and start running with it.
Trying to get a little trickeration going here in the second half.
So the Indians, obviously, Glenn, have a pretty tough hill to climb here in this second half. They've went down. They're down 35-0 here in this third quarter as we start. But this Boerne football team on the offensive side and the defensive side, there's no wondering why they are one of the top-ranked teams in this entire state.
Yeah, Chris Silva in the chat said ranked by Max Preps is who that ranking came from. So big shout out to Chris. Appreciate you doing that research for us. Handing it off to number 18 to get this drive started, Callan Combs.
Callan Combs took an Indian with him for a ride, and he picked up the first down on their first play of the second half, excuse me. So the ball now at the 38-yard line. Sweeney, catch made on the bottom here.
That
catch was made by Slade Salinas.
Yeah.
So we haven't seen him or called his name so far.
We have not. I would expect to see a couple new bodies in there. Number 6 is in. That's Hierholzer. Number 3 is still in there. Matthew Lavano. Bottom of our screen is Slade Salinas, the junior wide receiver.
Second down now here for Boerne. Keep it on the ground. Bust right open down the middle. Great run there by, that was 18, Keelan Combs.
Doing his thing in there. Nice little handoff right down the middle. Moving the sticks. Big number 70, Johnny Waters. Right next to him is number 71, Tristan Biela. We talked about the center, number 52, Aiden Riebel. Those big bodies up there moving some people around.
Sweeney with plenty of time.
Oh, look at this.
Too much time.
My gosh.
Got away from the entire defense. He's still on his feet. He's going to take it to the house. Oh, my goodness. There were 5 Indians there in the backfield to maybe stop him. Somehow he escaped and was able to pass the rest of the defense.
I thought this was going to be a sack. I thought this was going to be the first sack of the game. He just carved it up, went to the left, cut back to the right. An impressive run by number 9, the junior quarterback, Grant Sweeney. Showing some athleticism right there. New kickers in the game, Bobby. This is number 29, Ben Schechter.
Schechter gets the kick up, and that one's through the uprights.
Nice kick by
Well,
Schechter.
hold on.
Oh. No flag.
Okay.
Just chatting.
I just heard some aggressive whistles.
Oh. 42 is offsides.
Well, there you go.
KJ Martinez.
You know, there's a whistle that
was aggressive. You're
that
right.
was an aggressive whistle. Like, hey.
I didn't see a flag though. Maybe he couldn't get the flag out in time.
So they're going to try it again. From this time, half the distance.
Number 29 is
Ben
back.
Schechter.
Schechter.
There's the kick, and it's through the uprights. So now the score, 42-0 here from Harlandale Memorial Stadium. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light.
Welcome you back here to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. 42-0 our score as the Boerne Greyhounds continue to put points on the board, Glenn, and there's just, I don't know if anyone can stop this Boerne team. They beat a team not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, the Alamo Heights Mules, who I don't think had lost the district game in about 2 or 3 years.
Yeah. No, these guys are stout. And that Alamo Heights Boerne, yeah, I think you're right. I think it was like 3 to 5 years. It was a long time. So these Boerne Greyhounds are stout, baby.
I can tell you at least in 2 years since they've been in this district, they've not lost a game. But it was the one team they lost to was this Boerne Greyhound team. And the Indians bring it back. Oh, boy.
That might be a little bit.
Yeah, that was a little too much there.
Got Christian Weezar. That looked like number 34, Jackson Pettit.
But, you know, sometimes, Glenn, when, you know, maybe this is perhaps the second team in the ball game here, and, you know, you get an opportunity to get on the field, and you want to prove every down that you're making an impact, and sometimes you just kind of lose track of where you're at. But that was definitely a late hit.
Yep, a little bit out of bounds there. Let's see who we got here for this Boerne Greyhound defense. Number 23, Austin Gerbs is in. Number 7, Jake Perez. Number 61, Braden Evanson. Number 33, Davis Collier. Number 12 is in. That's C.J. Smith. Starting to see a little variety about here.
A little bit of movement from the defense. Sesto, a little time, fires the football. Pass is incomplete. Pass looked a little bit better here. That was really great defense. So the pass incomplete.
Yeah, I definitely thought that might have been a little false start. Maybe why Sesto aired it out. 2nd and 10. Getting the play in here, taking their time. Still looking for somebody to make a case for themselves, Bobby, for defensive player of the game. Haven't had a turnover yet today. No fumbles forced, no interceptions. So in that facet, it's been a pretty clean game.
2 backs in the backfield. Sesto takes it himself. And he'll get across the 45, down to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, that was number 42 for the Boerne Greyhounds. Not even on the roster, Bobby, so we might get some guys in here getting some PT. Also, number 33 was out there. That is Davis Collier, the junior D lineman, doing their thing.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd down here for Harlandale. They have the football. They're at the Boerne Greyhound 42-yard line. Come out with the 4 wide receiver set. 3 to the top of the screen and 1 to our near side. Sesto, 1 step, drop, and into the hands of the defense. And there's a turnover right there. You're talking about
24.
Defensive turnovers. And
Bobby Jet Wilkinson had the best name on the roster. Gets himself a pick 6.
Waiting to call his name all night long, and he showed us why they call him the Jet.
My gosh, he really did. We were talking to Coach before the game, said he's known Bobby Jet since he was a child, since he was this tall. You can't see me, but I'm doing this thing like he's short.
Like knee-high to the grasshopper?
Yeah. Bobby Jet Wilkinson, you have just put your name in the hat for Defensive Player of the Game. And there is a connection to Harlandale ISD between Bobby Jet.
Well, if you recognize that last name, Wilkinson.
That's right.
There is a head coach in the district with the last name Wilkinson. So that extra point is good. And the Boerne Greyhounds continue to run the track here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium. 48-0. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports. Glenn, tell us about Presidio.
Presidio Concrete, Dre Gutierrez, some Southside guys, commercial, residential, big project, small project, gorilla enclosure at the zoo. Hector Gonzalez also did Veterans Memorial Stadium. They can get you squared away. If you need a prime contractor, if you need a subcontractor, give Presidio Concrete a call. You can hit them up on the internet. You can Google them. You can tweet them. You can Facebook them. You can call them at 210-784-7222. They are some Southside guys doing some Southside work, but they're working all over the city, and we appreciate them being back. I believe this is their 2nd year sponsoring RC Audio Sports, so we appreciate you, Dre and Hector. Thank you so much.
Indeed, we do appreciate Presidio Concrete as well as all of our sponsors. We thank you for the support.
We got a lot of cheerleaders out here. Look at this. This is an insane amount of cheerleaders.
Yes.
It was middle school day, I think, right? Middle school band was here.
I believe so. I believe that is what is happening here this evening against the Boerne Greyhounds.
Look at this return. Weezar. Oh!
Still on his feet.
My guy.
And he will go down.
Goodness, these boys are hitting out here. That was Weezar. Nice return. Number 5, Hudson Bruce. Got after him.
Well, Glenn, it's really been a rough day for the Harlandale Indians. And, coming into this game, we knew that it was going to be a tough one. The Harlandale Indians just could not get anything going. It started really in the first half. It was 3 and outs for probably the 3 or 4 first series. Really, they didn't. Indians couldn't get anything moving on until probably about their 5th or 6th series when they had a little bit of a drive going, but they've just not been able to put things together here against this tough Boerne Greyhound football team.
Yeah, hard to get things going, and they had a rough start to district. They got all 3 of the powerhouses right off the bat. Little play action here, Bobby. Oh! Number 82 threaded the needle to him. That is Jacob Schindler. He is a junior. But yeah, so Harlandale Indians looking forward to the rest of their schedule, looking down the rest of their schedule, getting into a little bit more, some winnable games, getting out of this first 3 games. This is a rough stretch for any team. It's a rough stretch for those teams to play each other up there. So they'll be happy to be back. And they are obviously still in the running for that 4th spot. So it's still early enough that they can compete and sneak in here. Little quarterback keeper by Sesto.
Sesto be held up and brought down.
Oh.
So bringing up a 3rd down here for Harlandale.
3rd and 9. Big number 65. That is Jacob Cruz. He's coming to the game at left guard. Bobby, I saw number 10, Noel Alvarado. He is on the sidelines for the second half. Looks like he's got a little ice on his ankle. So he will be out, but hopefully he will be back. He's a sophomore. He's been making some plays for these Harlandale Indians throughout the season and through this district play. So hopefully he will be back and healthy, ready to go.
Big 3rd down here for the Indians, and I say big because they need something here for some type of momentum. And Braylon Tovar, the intended receiver on that play, but that pass is incomplete. So it brings up 4th down, and Jose Luis Flores coming back out onto the field.
That was a nice play by number 22 for the Boerne Greyhounds, Capano Kane. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Good little pass breakup for him. Once again, Bobby, no return man is back for the Greyhounds. Jose Luis just been punting his tail off. He's been doing his thing. He's had a couple great punts. Fields that high snap. Here we go. Good bounce right here. Look at that.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
Not often you see the ball roll like that. Usually you get the end over end. That was a little more just
spiral.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't know, but it was.
Yeah, those are some of the
other way, perpendicular, parallel. Here I am trying to say
parallel
words.
to the
Here
ground?
I am trying to say words again. Look at it. It's not end over end, but it's just fat parts rolling. I don't know. I'm struggling to figure out how to say things correctly. We got the Greyhounds back on offense. Handing it off to number 25.
Sweeney's still in?
Sweeney's still in. I was checking that out myself. That's Eric Dominguez. No, it's not. My apologies. That's Jeff Morrison. Not even close. Looking at the wrong roster.
2nd down and 8 now coming up for the Boerne Greyhounds. I would say Boerne may be a favorite to win this district.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely in the conversation. Clyde Yingling is playing left tackle, the senior getting in here.
Whistles will blow.
Oh. Looks like we got a false start. Procedure.
Prior to the snap, false start. Offense, number 6. Under penalty.
So, Glenn, we were talking a little while ago as Bobby Jet Wilkinson intercepted the football just a little bit ago and ran it in for a touchdown. But we kind of were alluding to the name, right? And, of course, we mentioned that the son of head football coach for the McCollum Cowboys, Coach Wilkinson, his son, Bobby Jet Wilkinson, playing for the Boerne Greyhounds. And there'll be a matchup in a couple of weeks between the Boerne Greyhounds and the McCollum Cowboys.
You are correct. Both of these head coaches used to be coordinators. Coach Lozano, coordinator. Came on over, got his head coaching job here.
From Johnson.
Yes, indeed. Oh, little false start here for the Boerne offensive line. And then Coach Brett Sawyer, the former defensive coordinator for the Boerne Greyhounds previously. So he got to stay on staff, got internally promoted to become the head coach. And talking to him pregame, he was just thrilled to be here, thrilled to stick around. He had quite a resume. He'd been a lot of places, and he was happy to be able to stay in the San Antonio area. All right, Bobby, 3rd and 11 here. 2:02 left in the third. They're going to hand it off to Jeffrey. And the Harlandale Indians are going to tackle him about 6 yards away. So here comes the punt team again.
Second punt
for the Boerne Greyhounds. We'll see if number 9 stays out there to punt it. He's coming to the sidelines. They're sending him back out there. So Sweeney, he's punting, he's throwing, he's running. He's doing the old school John Madden punt, pass, and kick competition right now.
Mm-hmm. The Boerne Greyhounds started off the season against Piper.
Mm-hmm.
That was a loss for them, 35-28. But Piper, also one of the toughest teams in town, a new school, but always at the top of the rankings. And after that, they haven't looked back. They beat Laredo United 35-31, beat Medina Valley 44-20, beat East Central 49-13, Glenn's old school.
That's right.
Then they beat Alamo Heights 37-35.
Wow.
So they squeaked that one out. And then here they are tonight. After this, they will face Victoria West, then Veterans Memorial, and then it's that McCullum Cowboy matchup. And they are playing that game in Boerne. Then they finish the season off at Kerrville-Tivy, so that should be a good one as well.
Mm-hmm. So McCullum going to play Boerne the week before the Frontier Bowl. Look at this little play. I like that. Nice little swing pass to number 12, Christian Weezar. Got the ball out to him. Third quarter coming to an end here, Bobby. Might be able to sneak one more play in. We'll see.
And there it is. That is the end of the third quarter. And we're going to keep it right here because Glenn's going to tell you about
Southway Ford, Mac Hake Southway Ford, specifically David Benavidez and Anthony Martinez. If you need a vehicle, these are the guys to come see. They will get you the best deal. They will get you taken care of. They have years of experience. They are top sellers. They have great customer service right on I-35 here in the south side of town. You can find them online or just drive by, come by the dealership, ask for them. 210-632-1769 is their phone number. And then, of course, we also have 7 Cents Media. If you are looking for some high-quality video production, podcasts, commercials, documentaries, music videos, these are the people to talk to. And they happen to be also our camera team, our production team. So if you like the quality of footage that you are seeing on these broadcasts, 7 Cents Media, hit them up on the internet, 7centsmedia.com, and also still photography as well. 7centsmedia.com.
Sesto took it right up the middle for a first down. You know, this is something I'm very proud of, Glenn, is our entire group, Varsity Audio Sports. We have a very talented group. Of course, you've heard about the 7 Cents Media, and you've seen lots from them already. We'll tell you more in just a moment as Sesto drops back, steps up, and he'll gain a few yards almost near to midfield. What I'm getting to as well is to you as well, Glenn. You've not only have you evolved and done so many great things, you've played professional football, college football, some professional football, strength and conditioning coach, now motivational speaker, comedian, many other things. A coach, right, for the armed forces.
That's right, yeah.
So we'll get you telling us about Revelation Facilitation here in just a moment. Another first down, move the chains for the Indians.
Yeah, that was a nice little run right there by number 4 for the Harlandale Indians, John Gonzalez. But yes, Bobby, thank you. Revelation Facilitation is my business. We build teams based on values and purpose. So if you need any team building for your team, business, athletic, military, I can come in and help facilitate that for you. If you need annual strategic planning, I even do one-on-one corporate coaching. So if you feel like you need a little help in your career, or if you just need some wisdom or someone to speak to that's not your boss about things that are happening in your work life, I am more than willing. Look at this run. Oh, my gosh. That was a nice run by number 4, John Hernandez. Yeah, he's doing his thing out there.
Yeah, John Gonzalez getting down to the 30-yard line, so another first down for the Indians.
We might have a little illegal hands to the face as well, because you see an offensive lineman helmet off. So, but yes, Revelation, REVELL, Asian Facilitation.com is the website. You can find Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all the socials, even on Threads.
Oh, hey.
So whatever you need, I'll be more than happy to help you guys out. And then, of course,
yeah,
broadcasting.
It's a cumulation of everything you've ever done, Glenn, and I think that's being able to, and you mentioned to me earlier that you'll be an MC for the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah, that is correct. Yeah, San Antonio Sports.
Am I okay to announce that?
Well, yeah, sure. Let's make it happen. It's fine, yeah. San Antonio Sports All-Star Game happening in January. Saturday, January 10th. Sesto.
Oh. Pass is caught.
Get in the end zone. Oh.
And he is stopped at the 1-yard line. Sesto.
That was impressive.
Found a receiver in the middle of the field, was able to get him the football.
Armando Munoz, the sophomore. He's been doing his thing out there. But yes, January 10th, Saturday, January 10th at the Alamo Dome, 5:30 p.m. Obviously, the San Antonio Sports Valero All-Star Game. There's going to be Harlandale guys in there. There's going to be Boerne guys in there, McCollum guys in there. There's a guy in this room that happens to be on the selection committee who knows a lot about high school football. So things are happening. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, the results or the teams will be, I think it's this Sunday or next Sunday, announce who they are. And Sesto muscles his way into the end zone. The Indians are on the scoreboard. And there are some flags.
A little extracurricular activity going on out here.
Yeah.
Always good to get that touchdown on the board, baby. Nice little quarterback keeper.
So the Indians put a drive together here in this fourth quarter and able to get into the end zone. Well, let's see. Is it a penalty against Boerne?
I think it is. Might be assessed on the kickoff.
On the defense, number 30, personal foul. Number 50 on the offense. The penalty foul.
Oh, offsetting penalties.
Okay.
Harlandale Indian fans not happy about that call.
They have feelings. They have thoughts.
So Jose Luis Flores will try now for the extra point.
Jose Luis been doing a lot of punting. Now he's getting a little extra point in here.
Snap, hold, kick, up, and through the upright. So extra point is good. Indians 7, the Boerne Greyhounds 49.
We got Yvette Tellez, Soul Rose, Medicare, and Legacy. She is a licensed insurance agent, Medicare certified. She can get you taken care of. She knows the things, all the ins and outs. If you have questions, it is coming up on enrollment season, so give her a call, 210-861-9374, yvette.soulrose@gmail.com.
So the Indians on the scoreboard, 49-7 here in this fourth quarter.
Always good to get the goose egg off the scoreboard, baby. Nice little quarterback run. Good little drive got put together there. Little running, little passing. Two returners back for the Boerne Greyhounds here.
Jose Luis Flores back out to kick it, and that one will be kicked out of bounds. So we'll see if the Indians, or the Greyhounds, want them to retry it, or they'll just take it where it's at. I can imagine them not wanting them to retry it. I mean, they didn't even try to return punts.
That's true. They've been pretty content with just taking the ball where it is and rolling.
So the Indians, they've had a few close games as well. They started off against Southwest at Southwest. Lost that game by 1 point, a game Glenn and I did.
That's right.
23-22 the score there. Then they lost another close game to the South San Bobcats, 17-12. Then they got things together against Edison, 61-0.
Nice.
Then
I was talking about the 61 points.
yes. But
Look at this. Oh my gosh. This maul happening right here. That was number 21. Running back.
Then the following week after Edison, they played the Jefferson Mustangs. They beat them 15-7. And they gave, I think, Tybee all they could handle. 42-34, they lost that game. Then last week, they lost 42-20 against the Alamo Heights Mules. And if you know high school football, you know the Alamo Heights Mules, one of the toughest teams, not necessarily just in the district, but in the city and in the state.
Look
and here
at
comes one of the Boerne Greyhounds.
Oh my goodness.
Into the end zone.
That was Brock Hierholzer. What a run by Brock. Oh my gosh, he was breaking.
I don't know.
Oh, we got a flag down?
Possibly. There is a flag back at the 34-yard line, so that one's going to come right back.
Brock. Great effort, dude. Hey, I do not know if these two people are related, but I have a friend that she played college softball at Hardin Simmons named Jody Hierholzer. And she did say there are some Hierholzers in the Fredericksburg, Boerne area.
Well,
so that could be her nephew, her cousin. She was a good athlete. He looks like a good athlete. Just going to throw that out there.
Some lineage there.
Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of names going on today. We got the Trailers. We got the Hierholzers. We got my boy, Bobby Jet Wilkinson. Clyde Yingling. That's another great name. Blake Burkholder. We got some great names out here. Oh, look at that nice tackle by big number 9 on the field. That is Michael Henderson for also Bobby. To your point,
go ahead.
Oh no, I was just going to say that I believe it was South San had the first ever 4-star recruit.
Oh yeah,
coming out of the south side of San Antonio in a while.
Yep, we got a chance to see him twice. Once against Harlandale and once against McCullum. And here we go. Run up the middle, be brought down.
So a lot of talent out here on these fields tonight. Here comes the Boerne punt team, 4th and 8. Just about 5 minutes left, 5:15.
Aiden Modine back to return or back to receive the punt. He's back at his own 30. There's the punt.
Oh.
Modine just is going to stay away from it. The ball will be downed. 4:08 to go here in this ball game.
Harlandale coming out again. A lot of drives here for both these teams. Offense has been busy. Defense has been busy. 4:48 on the clock. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Coming in to this last few minutes of this game here.
One thing about the Harlandale Indians, you know that they are not going to give up or quit, so they're going to keep going as a handoff to Gonzalez. Gonzalez gets across the 45 to about the 47.
Nice little move right there by Gonzalez, too. Good cutback. Found some room. Solid.
Bringing up a second down here for the Indians.
Did you tell us who Harlandale has left in district?
Yes, I did not.
Okay. Tell me.
So, coming up next.
Yes, I did not.
Victoria West.
Okay.
I believe they have a bye coming up this next weekend. So, Victoria West on the 24th.
Look at this little run right here.
Right up the middle.
Nice.
First down. And then following that Victoria West game is Veterans Memorial.
Okay, nice.
And then I don't need to tell anybody else what's after that one.
Oh, boy.
That's on November 7th.
Yes.
The final district game, so.
I just learned about this legendary tailgate that happens.
You did not just learn about it, Glenn. Come on, I know you didn't.
I YouTubed it. And it came up. Some food influencer. Look at this catch. Snag. Oh, look at the move. That was number 80 right there. Nice job.
Armando Munoz.
Armando's been working out there. He's been doing a little wide receiver, little kick return. Yeah.
Little shimmy shake.
There was some San Antonio food influencer at the Frontier Bowl tailgate last year. I don't know who it was, but they were on YouTube walking around.
Yeah, well, it happens.
You know, when you're in the booth, you don't get to see the outside.
Yeah.
So, but now that I know the tailgate's popping, I'm going to be here extra early.
You're telling me, Glenn, you did not know?
I did not know, dude. I've been slacking. I just would just tromp up to the press box and miss all the cool stuff. Apparently, slinging it. Munoz. Oh, good effort by Munoz.
Yeah, there was some contact there.
Draw.
Yeah, that was a tough one.
Nice job, Munoz. Good little route by you. That was number 26, Beckham Young. Got himself a little early coverage there.
Right now, we got, for those of you that don't know, RC Audio Sports and RC Audio Sports 2. We also cover the games that are happening over at the SAISD Sports Complex. So Coach Robert Villafranca is out there this evening where he is working on the Edison and Brack game over there. So RC Audio Sports 2, that's where Coach is at right now. Next week, I don't know, I'm going to have to double check this, but it looks like we only have one football game next week. And that's going to be, let's see here, after this play, the pass, and it's incomplete. I don't think he was in bounds. It looked like he caught it.
A little bit out of bounds.
Out of bounds. But look, next week, Glenn, I think we only have one game, and it's Jefferson and Highlands.
Okay.
That will be from SAISD Sports Complex, so look for us there on RC Audio Sports 2.
Always good to get a little bye weekend, you know,
Yeah.
get healthy. Generally, that's the idea. You like a district bye week.
One football game, but we do have a volleyball game. It is going to be MacArthur and John Jay. That one's going to be at Paul Taylor Fieldhouse. So we'll be out there bringing that one to you on our RC Audio Sports 1. Play action. Sesto gets it to his receiver. Touchdown, Braylon Tovar.
There he is, big number 3. I talked about him in the pregame. They finally got him going here in the 4th. Nice little touchdown right down the seam for the tight end H-back right there. Lanky, I like it. Okay, yeah. We need one more. They're missing somebody on the extra point team. Here we go. There we go. Now we got him.
I think it was a snapper.
No. Is the most important person.
No, it's not.
Braylon caught the touchdown and was like, yo, can I get some help out here blocking?
Jose Luis Flores got it off just in time. The extra point is good. Indians 14, Boerne Greyhounds 49. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
Been in a crash? It's illegal for lawyers to contact you first. If yours did, it could ruin your case. Don't trust law firms that break the law. Choose Martinez & Associates, voted San Antonio's best law firm 3 years in a row. After you've been in a crash, go with the law firm you can trust. Call Martinez & Associates. With us, it's personal.
Call 210-337-1111. That's 210-337-1111.
You're gonna see me shine, 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 shine. Walking on beams of light, 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 light. Oh, 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 oh.
And welcome back here to Harlandale Memorial Stadium. The Indians put another drive together to get into the end zone. 49-14 our score here.
Is it almost playoff time for volleyball? Because I know they start a little bit sooner.
They about a week sooner, so
Okay,
they
so they got
will.
a little bit.
They're just into the midway point of the second part of their season. So
Okay.
yeah. So I guess that would be 3/4 of the way.
That's right, halfway to halfway.
Halfway to the end.
Because they
Halfway of the second part.
volleyball generally plays everyone twice in district.
Yeah.
Or, okay.
And they have 2 games a week.
That's right.
Tuesdays and Fridays. So that's why we're able to do games on Tuesdays, but Fridays are for football for
Are
us.
they matches? Are they technically volleyball matches?
They are matches.
Sets in a match?
Sets in a match. So first one to 5, or
Yeah.
best of 5, excuse me,
Yes.
for the varsity. I think the JV's
3.
best of 3.
Yeah. All right, I like that.
We had a really good one. If you want to watch a really good volleyball game, McCullum just tied for the top spot in district with MacArthur.
Oh.
MacArthur, undefeated the entire season in district play, met up with McCullum just this past Tuesday. McCullum beat them, so they split their series, so they are tied.
Wow.
For first place in the volleyball respective district. So we had that game on RC Audio Sports. We encourage you to watch that one if you'd like. Timeout was taken. We'll take it with them. You're watching high school football on RC Audio Sports.
I have worked for Harlandale for 9 years. What makes my job special is knowing that the kids are getting a healthy and good meal to get them through the day. My kids come here. I have a 7th grader and an 11th grader, and my daughter graduated from McCullum High School in 2018.
Join Harlandale ISD cafeteria staff and be a crucial part of nourishing young minds. Apply today at harlandale.net/apply.
Come be a part of the Harlandale legacy.
Back here at Harlandale Memorial Stadium, Glenn Revel. I'm Bobby Mendez. Bella Tejas to my left, Sebastian Castro, Miguel Castillo, and Orissa Castro working the cameras today.
The 7 Cents Media Squad, baby.
They are, and we got the other half of 7 Cents Media over with Coach Villafranca, Isaiah Castro, these guys have been instrumental from the day they came with us as the Greyhounds put the ball on the ground and pick up a first down. But talking about 7 Cents Media, Sebastian Castro, Isaiah Castro, met those guys as they were working for KCWX-TV, doing camera work for them as I was working the sidelines and just talking to the camera guys. And they just love what they do. And we got to talking and say, hey, we could use some extra help. So whenever they're not working, they weren't working for KCWX, they came work for RC Audio Sports. So that's how that relationship developed, and Man, probably one of the best decisions we made through RC Audio Sports.
That's pretty cool.
The next best decision was bringing on Glenn.
Hey, been around for a couple of years now.
Yeah, we're going to keep you, Glenn.
All right.
Left side, another near first down for the Greyhounds.
I think I started broadcasting with y'all on and off when I was still at East Central.
Yes, you were.
I would sneak away if we had some Thursday games. Just come on over and grace the microphone. Big number 51. That is Nate Durham. He is a sophomore at the right guard position. Also number 63, Carlos Reyes is out there on the O-line. Number 74, Yingling is still in. Number 9 is still in, Bobby. Sweeney's still in.
Sweeney's their guy. They're going to stick with him, but he's handing the ball off to a running back that is tough to go down. All these Boerne Greyhound athletes have been very hard to bring down.
I do not see another quarterback on the roster, Bobby. So that could be why Sweeney's in. District standings. Lay them on us.
Victoria West is on top 6-0.
Wow.
Boerne Greyhounds next. They are 4-1, 1-0 in district. So Kerrville Tivy next at 2-1. Alamo Heights 1-1. McCullum 1-1. Harlandale 0-2. And Vets Memorial as well as 0-2. But that's going to do it for this ball game, as the Harlandale Indians will fall to the Boerne Greyhounds 49-14. Glenn.
Yes, sir. Martinez and Associates players of the game on offense. It is none other than number 9, the quarterback, Grant Sweeney. I don't know how many yards he threw for. Probably about 1 million.
Yeah, just about.
And about 17 touchdowns, if I had to imagine. So, Grant, congratulations. You're out there tearing it up. And then, of course, on defense, we are going to go with number 24, Bobby Jet Wilkinson, with the pick 6, the only turnover of the game, and he turned it into a touchdown. So, Bobby Jet, congratulations. You and Grant Sweeney are the Martinez and Associates players of the game.
Well, that'll do it for our broadcast. We encourage you to follow us on social media. That is where our interview will be posted once we finish talking to head football coach of the Boerne Greyhounds, Coach Sawyer. We'll head down to the field to talk to him. We'll leave it up to here for Bella to close us out. So thank you very much for everyone here at RC Audio Sports, Bella Diaz, Sebastian Castro, Miguel Castillo, as well as Arissa Castro, saying thank you very much. Good night, and we'll talk.